Students, welcome back to chemistry online classes. Yesterday we have discussed types of attractive forces and types of chemical bonds. Today we are going to discuss about first chemical bonding, that is ionic bond. Ionic bond is also known as electrovalent bond. Now see here, before going to define its definition, now we are describing about which elements will be combined together to form the ionic bond. See here, ionic bond will be formed by two different elements. One element must be metal, another element must be non-metal. Metal and non-metal combined together, they will form ionic bond. See here, already we have known that all the metals are having electropositive in nature. Electropositive in nature means these are always losing the electrons. So suppose this metal is losing few electrons, means it is going to convert into positively charged species. These positively charged species are known as cations. Now, so whatever the electrons which has lost by this metal, the same number of electrons will be taken by this non-metal. Now, see here, suppose this has lost one electron, means the same one electron has taken by this non-metal. So indirectly it is gaining one electron. So whenever it is gaining one electron, means it is converting into negatively charged species here. This negatively charged species is known as anion. Because here, one thing I want to tell you here, metals are electropositive in nature, therefore they are always try to lose the electrons. After losing electrons, they are converting into positively charged species. The positively charged species are known as cations. So whatever the electrons which are lost by metal, the same number of electrons are gained by non-metals, because all the non-metals are electronegative in nature. Electronegative in nature meaning is these are having the tendency to take the electrons or to accept the electrons. So after taking electrons, it is converting into negatively charged species, that is called anion. But my question is, why metals have to lose the electrons? Why non-metals have to gain the electrons? In order to understand this, we need to talk about inertness or zero group elements. See here, zero group elements I am writing: helium, its atomic number 2, neon, its atomic number 10, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. So all these are called noble gases. These are also known as inert gases. Inert gases here. Now, what I mean to ask you here, what I mean to tell you here. Now, in our entire periodic table, we have total elements 118. So, out of 118 elements, only these elements are more stable. See here. So, which elements are more stable? These noble gases are inert gases are more stable. See here, helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon. All these elements are more stable. So why these become more stable? What is the quality these are possessing to become stable? That we are going to discuss here. Now, total 118 elements are here. Out of 118 elements, these all the 118 elements are not stable. So out of 118 elements, only 6 elements only stable here. Suppose in this 118 minus these 6 elements, if you subtract here, you will get 112 elements. Okay, these 112 elements are unstable. These 112 elements are unstable. Now, but I told you here, this all the noble gases are stable. But I want to tell you here one story to understand this concept very easily. Suppose one class is here. Suppose class A will be here. One classroom this is. In this classroom, suppose 40 students are present. In these 40 students, good students are only, suppose 2 students only good students. Remaining 38 students are not so good students as these 2 students. That means these 2 students are very good students. These students are some naughty activities they are doing. Suppose in this classroom, these all the 38 students want to become good means what these children have to do here. These children have to focus on these 38 children should observe qualities of these good children. Suppose whatever the habits these are having, so whatever the qualities these children possessing to become good, if these 38 members observe keenly and after observation, so whatever the qualities these are following, the same qualities are followed by these children means, so definitely these children are also converting into good students, right? So see here, now the same concept we need to replicate to the in case of elements also. Now as I told you, in entire periodic table 118 elements are there. Total all the 118 elements are not stable. Only these elements only stable. Noble gases elements are stable. So these 6 elements are stable means in these 112 elements are unstable. So these 112 elements are unstable means actually according to yesterday discussion we had the discussion yesterday. According to material system, each and every system try to converting into more stable state or more stable system. Now according to that, atoms also try to converting into more stable state. In unstable state, these atoms of elements are not existing at all. So therefore, whatever the elements are here, 112 elements, these elements also try to converting into stable state means in this whatever the periodic table is there, in the periodic table, first of all 118 elements are there in periodic table. So these 112 elements are looking at the periodic table. So in our periodic table, so in our total, these elements are like whatever the concept I explained here, same concept I am applying to elements also. So here whatever the elements are unstable, so these are searching for in the entire periodic table how many elements are stable. These elements are searching for stable elements. Now these 112 elements found that these elements are stable like good students. Now these are stable means again these students after finding good students, these are suppose assume like a bad students 38 members in this classroom. So who are the good students, they focused first, they observed first. After observation, these students 38 members try to acquire the good qualities of these two students, then these become good students. In a similar fashion, here also 112 elements are unstable means these are looking at the stable elements only. So what are these elements are looking at the periodic table means okay. These elements found that helium, neon, argon, krypton, xenon, radon, these elements are more stable. Why these are more stable means what is the quality to become these elements are stable means these elements found that in their valence shell, see here, in their valence shell they are having 8 electrons. So whenever already in lower sections we might have learned that, so each and every element try to acquire in their outermost orbit or in their valence shell, so that is known as octet rule. So what is octet rule? Each and every element try to acquire in their valence shell 8 electrons, that is known as octet rule. So what is the quality to become all these elements stable means all these elements are having 8 electrons in their valence shell. So this thing only makes all these elements become stable except helium, whereas helium is having in its valence shell, this is only two electrons. This is known as duplet role or duplet configuration. See here. Now these all the elements also what they are going to do here. These all the elements also try to acquire the this 8 electron state or octet rule, because these all the elements are stable. Why these elements only become stable means because they have the 8 electrons in their valence shell. So these all the elements observed this quality in them or this habit in them. So the same quality if the unstable elements also acquiring 8 electrons in them in their valence shell, so definitely these are also going to become stable. So therefore, why metals are going to lose the electrons means in order to get the nearest to noble gas electronic configuration to get the stability, all the non-metals are gaining the electrons to get the nearest to noble gas configuration by in order to get the 8 electrons in their respective valence shell. Then either metals are always losing the electrons, non-metals are always gaining the electrons. In this process they are going to get the 8 electrons in their respective valence shells, then they are going to become stable. So that's why metals are losing the electrons, non-metals are gaining the electrons. Now see, after losing electrons, the metals converting into cations, non-metals after gaining electrons turns into anions. So then both will be combined together, they will give the ionic bond. Now let us describe with example here how ionic bond formation will be taking place. Let us describe now. So let us take one compound NaCl. NaCl compound or sodium chloride compound. In this ionic bonding, how does it take place? Let us describe here. So sodium is a metal. Metal will form always cation by losing electrons. Non-metals are always forming anions by gaining electrons. So first adding Cl. Formation of cation. This cation will be formed by metal only. Okay. Now see here. First what we have to do here. Let us write the electronic configuration of sodium. Cl. This is sodium. So sodium atomic number 11. Let us write here its electronic configuration. That is 1s2, 2s2, then 2p6. Again 3s1. Now see here in this electronic configuration, what is meant by 1? 1 stands for first shell or first orbit. So 1s2 meaning is in first shell or first orbit, s orbital is there. In that 2 electrons are present. Now see here. Next we are moving with this one. So 2s2 meaning is in second shell s orbital is there. In that 2 electrons are present. Now 2p6 stands for in the same second shell p orbital is there. In that 6 electrons are present. Now see here, this is second shell. This highest number represents valence shell. Now it is also known as outermost orbit. Now see here, this is the last shell. In this s orbital is here. In this 1 electron is there. So this can be written like this. Here first shell. These 2 number represents second shell. This 3 number represents third shell. So in this total electrons, how many are here? That you need to write here 2 electron. Put the comma. To separate these shells, we need to separate the shells or orbits. We need to put the commas here. In this second shell, total number of electrons, how many means 2 plus 6, total 8 here. So this I am writing 2 comma 8. Here third shell, how many electron? 1 electron. So like this we are writing here. This method is known as shell method of electron writing configuration. Now one more, another way also this can be expressed here. 2 plus 8, how many electron? 10 electron. 2 plus 8, 10 means here. In place of 10 I am writing neon. Okay, so this 1 electron I am writing here 3s1. So okay, so in this manner we need to understand how to write its electronic configuration. Now see here, this sodium can be written here as follows. Sodium, its atomic number 11. So this shell method I am writing 2 comma 8 comma 1. Okay. Now this can be written here neon 3s1. Neon 3s1. So after all the metals are, what is the nature? Electropositive in nature. Electropositive in nature means these are try to lose the electron, but before going to write that, first of all, sodium atomic number how much you have to see here? 11 atomic number. This 11 number will be between where here? Between 2 and 10 or 10 and 18. This 11 number will be between 10 and 18. So 10 and 18 means this 11 number. So this 11 number is very near to this noble gas or this noble gas, you need to see here. So each and every element try to acquire the nearest noble gas configuration. Here this 11 atomic number is very near to neon atomic number 10. Therefore here it is try to, sodium is try to acquire the neon's electronic configuration, but neon electronic configuration 10 atomic number 10 means 10 electrons are there. In its valence shell how many electrons are there? 8 electrons active role. Therefore in its, suppose here it is having total 11 electrons are there. Here it is losing suppose 1 electron. If it is losing 1 electron means it is converting into Cl Na plus. Whenever if any species which is losing electrons or any atom which is losing electron means it is converting into positively charged species like this. Now this electron is going means this can be written 2 comma 8 comma 0. Okay, but in any time, in any each and every case, whenever here electrons are not available means that shell cannot be considered here. Therefore after going this electron, this next shell means what? Penultimate shell become valence shell. Okay, now see here this electron gone here, therefore this I am writing neon. So like this it is going to get the nearest noble gas configuration, then it becomes stable. Okay, see here in this manner, so all the metals are, they are losing the electrons to get the nearest noble gas configuration. So in this manner formation of cation will be taking place. Okay. See here students, 2 comma 8 comma 1, this just now I have written neon. So this 3s1 I have written. So this after losing, this is the 1 electron is here. Okay, valence electron. So valence electrons are having more energy. So after losing this electron, or this is also valence shell. This is called orbital method. This is called shell method. So if it is losing 1 electron, then it converting into Na plus. It is already this electron gone. This electron gone means how many electron left over here? 2 comma 8. This it already lost here. Lost means you need to write here 1 electron. This 1 electron, this is the valence shell. So this valence shell electron, this sodium is losing here. So that electron I have written here. So whatever this 1 electron only I have written here. Okay. Now this 1 electron lost means it converting into 2 comma 8. Comma 0 also I can write here, but I am not writing because if electrons are not there means we cannot consider that is not a shell, right? Now see here, this also, this electron only I have written like this. After going this electron, now this can be written here neon, so it is going to become stable. Okay, now it got the nearest noble gas configuration. 2 plus 8, total how many electrons? 10 electrons. So 2 plus 8, 10 electron means sodium acquired here neon gas configuration, therefore it became stable. So in this NaCl compound, by losing the electrons, the sodium is going to get stability in this manner. Now let us talk about, this is Cl. Cl means what? It's a non-metal. Already I told you here, non-metals are already, which are always having the electronegative in nature. What is mean by electronegativity? The tendency to accept the electron, to take the electrons is known as electronegativity. So whatever the electrons which has been lost by this, the same number of electrons are taken by chlorine, which converting into anion. Now let us describe anion formation now. Anion formation. Now chlorine, its atomic number 17. So this first of all we need to write here its electronic configuration 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. See here, what is mean by 1s2? 1s2 meaning is in first shell s orbital is there, in that 2 electrons are present. Okay, this is first shell. So this I am writing like this. This is nucleus of an atom. This is n is equal to 1. 1s2 meaning is in first shell s orbital is there, in that 2 electrons are present. 1s2. Now see here, this is 2s2 means in second shell. Second shell means n is equal to 2. Okay, in second shell s orbital is there, in that 2 electrons are present. That I am writing 2s2. Now 2p6 also available here. In that same second shell, p orbital is there, in that 6 electrons are present. So therefore, in the same second shell only, you can write 2p6. Okay. Now this is second shell completed. Now see here, this is third shell. Third shell means this is 3s. Here this also 3. Highest number represents valence shell. Everybody should remember this one. So this is 3, this is 3. Now this 3 number represents third shell. So third shell I am writing over here. This is third shell, n is equal to 3. In this 3s2, again 3p5. Okay. So like this we are writing here. This side number represents orbit number or shell number. So this number represents second shell. This number represents third shell. Third shell only, last shell. This is also known as valence shell. It is also known as ultimate shell. This is the outermost orbit. Also different names it is having. Now see here. Actually this can be written here. In first shell how many electrons total? 2. In the second shell total electrons how many? 2 plus 6, 8 electrons. In the third shell, here also you need to count down right here after writing like this. So here 7 electrons, 2 comma 8 comma 7. So this writing electronic configuration method is known as shell method. This is called orbital method. So after writing this, see here, up to 2 plus 8 means how many electron? 10 electron. 10 means this can be written here neon. Okay. Now this I am writing here, valence electrons we need to write as it is 3s2, 3p5. Okay. Now let us talk about this. I am going to write here like this. Chlorine, its atomic number 17. This 2 comma 8 comma 2 comma 8 comma 7. Okay. Now it is going to gain 1 electron here. This also should write neon 3s2, 3p5. Now, so it is going to gain 1 electron here. Why it is going to gain 1 electron here? What I told you, each and every non-metal electronegative in nature. What is mean by electronegative in nature? Electron accepting tendency, electron gaining tendency. So electron attracting power is known as electronegativity. Why non-metals are gaining the electrons or taking the electron means, see here, let us talk about these things. So let us take here chlorine atomic number how much? 17. But I told you here, each and every element try to acquire the nearest noble gas electronic configuration. Its atomic number 17. 17 means, so nearest noble gas means, see here the 17 number will be between 10 or 2 and 10. No. 10 and 18. 17 number between exactly 2 and 10 and 18. 10 and 18 only. But the 17 number is very near to either 10 number or 18 number. In fact, of course, it will be very near to 18 number. 18 number means what? Argon. So therefore, each and every element try to acquire the nearest noble gas electronic configuration. Chlorine is very near to argon means argon is having how many electron? Total electrons 18. So here chlorine is having total electrons how many? Atomic number means in neutral atom, equal number of electrons, equal number of protons. That means here it is having 17 electron. One electron less will be here. That electron will be gained from sodium metal. A sodium metal has transferred one electron to chlorine. As a result of that, so this one electron will be see here. It is gained by this chlorine. But where it is entering here, this electron will be entering into the valence shell. Then it is going to become here chlorine. Okay. So this becomes, this I am writing as it is 2 comma 8. And after gaining one electron, the 7 becomes 8. So total you need to count here after gaining electron. So every element, any element, whenever they are gaining electrons, they are converting into negatively charged species, right? Now you need to count here total electrons how many? 2 plus 8, 10, 10 plus 8, 18. So 18 electron means this is equal to argon configuration. This becomes stable. Okay. Now let us talk about after formation of cation and anion. So how they are interacting, how they are forming the bond, let us discuss now. See here, cation I am writing here Na plus. Here it is having 2 comma 8 neon configuration. Therefore it is stable. Now let us talk about anion. So anion is Cl minus. Just now we have described 2 comma 8 comma 8. It is equal to argon configuration. So therefore it is also becomes stable. But my question is, both are stable only, but why they are going to interact each other? Why they are combining together to form the stable entity? What is the definition of chemical bond? The attractive force which holds the atoms together to form a stable entity is called chemical bond. But why these again? Both are stable only. See here, it is stable. Yes, this is also stable. But why they will combine each other? The reason is very important here. Now this sodium Na is having the +1 charge, chlorine is having negative charge. But in physics you might have learned that wherever point charges are there, either it may be positive or negative, see here, between them electrostatic force of attraction will be operating. If the charges are unlike, electrostatic attractive force will be there. If charges are like, electrostatic repulsive forces will be operating here. So see here, how can we define the ionic bond? Means the definition is the electrostatic force of attraction which holds cation and anion together to form a stable entity or molecule compound is known as ionic bond. See here, let us write the definition. Let us write the definition. The electrostatic attractive force which holds cation or anion, you can write or else oppositely, which holds oppositely charged ions together, or in bracket you need to write cation and anion to form a stable compound. Stable compound is called ionic bond. is called ionic bond. Ionic bond is also known as electrovalent bond because here both are having the charges are here. So therefore it is also known as electrovalent bond. Sometimes it is also known as electrostatic bond also. Now this is in its definition we must write here electrostatic attractive force. Without writing of this one, this definition will become meaningless, remember. So we must mention here electrostatic attractive force which holds oppositely charged ions, cation and anion, together to form a stable compound is called ionic bond. So ions, here I forgot to write together. You need to write here together. Now this is regarding ionic bond. Now tomorrow few more compounds we are going to discuss in the next class. So thank you for watching this.